This docs me. Pulse clinic B. HCV, non-reactive.
Oh. Is that something that's not actually what that looks like, or?
HCV negative, syphilis non-reactive, HIV positive.
Oh wait, I don't understand this actually. I don't get this. Anti-HCV bioline, the result was non-reactive. The expectation is for it to be non-reactive. HSV test negative, normal is negative. Anti-TP, syphilis, whatever syphilis is, non-reactive, expect to be non-reactive. HIV, AGAB. Why is the normal, what? Who reads these? It's a teeter, you may have had HIV in the past. Yeah, I think this AGAB stuff is usually, it's a type of like antibody, but if your body is producing, I don't know why you fucking retards keep typing, read the interpretation part, it's not helping. Holy shit, please stop. If you're producing an antibody to something, usually that means that you have an infection. That's my understanding of it. But I don't know why under normal, I don't know why it would say positive. I don't know what that means. I don't understand that. Did your tests not look like this? Yeah, but you would expect here normal would be non-reactive. That's what I would imagine. Or negative. You wouldn't test positive for having the antibodies for HIV. So I don't know why under normal it says positive. Could it be normal positive because it was detected on a previous test? I don't believe so. I think that normal here usually just tells you what the expectation of the test is if you don't have an infection. Non-reactive means that there's, I was about to bullshit. I don't know. They're looking for antibodies. Basically, when your body gets infected by a thing, your body produces antibodies to fight the infection. When you check, this is like a house moment. What looks like an infection, but isn't actually an infection? Oh, it's actually cancer in your fucking fifth boob, hiding under your fucking kneecap, right? When you are testing for diseases, I don't think you normally test for diseases. What happens is when your body's trying to fight a disease, your body makes like a little key lock, basically, that matches the disease. And then when you're testing a thing, you're testing for the antibodies in your body. And if your body's made a key, it's like imagine you go into a room and somebody's got a vest on that says, you know, like I'm the thief murder force. Well, okay, well, there are probably fucking thieves here, right? That's why we have a thief murder force here. And before some fucking, well, actually retard brings up bacteria, stains, and yes, you can also grow stuff as well, but I think that AGAB test, I think, are looking for antibodies. A positive result in a 4th gen HIV AGAB test means that your test has detected either HIV antibodies, HIV P24 antigen, or both in your blood samples, so you're likely with HIV. Sure, I know. I understand that. I just don't know why under normal, I don't know why it says, because normal is usually, I think, your expected reading if you're not infected with something, or it'll give you a reference range for some test. I think normal is just a labeling error. Oh, like they fucked it up? Wait, did he kill his stream after this? Is that true? Or maybe in Thailand it's just normal to have AIDS. I feel like Wes memes the fuck out of literally everything. I feel like if he shut his stream off here, it was a meme. Like he edited this document for memes or something. Maybe? I'm a doctor. Normal means that he is within the normal range for these antibodies. If he had HIV, it would be much higher. What? I don't believe you. Your body shouldn't be producing any antibodies if that infection isn't present in your body. Your body doesn't just randomly produce antibodies to things. No? I've never heard of that before. Destiny, the thing with HIV is that there's no cure. It will stay in your body. The positive HIV before generation antibody test result indicates the presence of either 3 things. HIV1, I don't know why you're putting the same thing in here. Okay. I'm guessing this is just a form error, maybe. That's my guess. Actually, wait a second. How fast can they do these fucking tests? Collected time, is that when they collected the sample? At 11:57 a.m.? And then they received time is when the lab, I'm guessing, so it was collected at 11:57. It was received by the lab like 14 minutes later. And then they had the results in 22 minutes and reported it to the patient? Is that normal? Can you do these tests that fast? I have no idea. It's minutes with the 4th gen test. Jesus. Well, Why do you, I don't understand why you guys are just typing the first thing that comes to your head and assuming either I'm retarded or the whole stream is retarded or that everyone is retarded. I've seen 4 people type this now. Positive appears in the normal column to indicate the expected result when the infection is present. Oh. So so that means that he also has HCV, and it means he also has HBV, or whatever this is, and he also has syphilis, because they all match the result in the normal? Is that what that means? Like, so he has everything. I think that this is just incorrect. I think the sheet was written wrong. Although I don't know why, because I imagine this is like a boilerplate sheet. They don't type this up uniquely every single time. The only explanation is that he tested positive before, so the expected normal result. I don't think you would ever change it to adapt per patient. I've never heard of that in my life. I think the normal column isn't really saying positive is healthy. It's just the laboratory's reference range / cutoff column. It's the expected value for a healthy human. That's what it's supposed to be for. So if you're getting tested for a disease, the expectation is you don't have the disease. So the normal range here is going to give you the expected result, the range of results you can get. So for HIV, I imagine your expectation would be negative on all these tests. I don't know, we'll see. I think it's a meme, that's my guess, but we'll see. Back to this.
I actually got drones donated for the peace parks to stop elephant and rhino poaching. And his predecessor stopped.
Oh, unless maybe he did, if he edited it, he could have just thought that like, oh shit, under this I need to change that from negative to positive and from negative to positive, because he edited it and he thought they had to match or something. Maybe? I bet that's what happened.
The importation, because he said the United States would spy on us. I mean, US SpaceX, the ridicule. So if you can help us. Remember, sir, you and I lived in New York in the 70s. We never thought New York could be what it became. 2 commissioners, a tough mayor. We need your help to stop this awful killing. But it's across the board. Ernie's right now building a house in George. I'm building 3 cottages for my grandchildren on a farm outside Graaff-Reinet. I often go to bed without locking the door. And we have a serious problem with illegal aliens who stream across the border. And if you really look at our statistics, a lot of these murders, firstly it's unemployment and illegal aliens. And then I met Vice President Barnes many years ago at Charlie Rose show. My wife loved the book. And she reminded me this morning that you emphasized the devastation that occurs when big companies leave towns and cities, and there's a culture of dependency that develops. And I remember you discussing it.
You are watching live coverage in the Oval Office. President Trump meeting with the President of South Africa. Seated beside him here, Cyril Ramaphosa. I want to bring in our senior Washington correspondent, Hallie Jackson, who's been watching along with us. Hallie, another extraordinary meeting inside the Oval Office, talking about a difficult topic, accusations that the White House, this administration, has made about genocide of white South African farmers.
That's right.
An accusation that obviously Mr. President Ramaphosa is pushing back against in this meeting today.
Yeah, it's not quite a Zelensky-level blow-up when, of course, President of Ukraine came in and there was that extraordinary moment in the Oval Office. But I'll tell you what,
it's not a Zelensky blow-up because people just don't know as much about this issue. But this was, in my opinion, this was way worse. The things that he was saying to this guy, depending on your perspective, this was way worse than what was said relating to the Zelensky stuff. Like, they literally ambushed this dude with a fucking Twitter documentary about fucking South African white genocide, and we are currently accepting refugees from this guy's country under the claim that they are being genocided by black people. Like, the only thing is that the guy's smart enough not to fight back against Trump because he knows it'll turn into a giant fucking shit show.
It is certainly an unexpected confrontation here. And the South African delegation seemed...
Could it be that he got PrEP to protect him from HIV? I believe that PrEP prevents you from actually acquiring the infection. It either helps your body create... Oh, well, does PrEP? I actually don't know how PrEP works. Does it help your body create the antibodies ahead of time? or it does something so that the infection doesn't like take hold and you don't actually develop the infection. It kills it beforehand. I don't know how exactly, but
Is certainly an unexpected confrontation here. And the South African delegation seemed taken aback, candidly, Aaron, just by the reaction in the room. We'll get more from inside the room. I'm sure you heard the voice of our colleague there acting as pool, but you heard some sort of awkward laughter and then silence, frankly, when President Trump and the Trump team there
Ambushed
played
him.
this video. Again, the president has accused in recent months South Africa of genocide, and you have heard the South African president pushing back very strongly on this, pointing to his agriculture minister who was speaking there, pointing to a number of reasons why he says that is simply not true.
oh my
and
God.
yet,
I wonder if, I doubt it, just because, I don't know actually, I wouldn't put it past him. I wonder if Netanyahu was also like goading on Trump for this. Because you know Netanyahu's watching this, like, this motherfucker, hell yeah.
this confrontation here persists. You get the impression that perhaps President Trump wanted this to happen as it is playing out, wanted these potentially clearly uncomfortable moments here. There is a backdrop to this, of course, in that President Trump's close confidant has been for months now Elon Musk, who's from South Africa, who's also been outspoken and vocal on this. And it comes as the Trump administration has also, even as they have essentially shut down the U.S. to most refugees around the nation, have opened U.S. borders to white South Africans to come into the country here. So it is complicated geopolitically, but in the room, just some of these really stunning moments here between these two world leaders. What's interesting here, too, the schedule was a little bit different than we expected. So you have to wonder, how does this play out? Do they end up having the rest of their meetings as is expected throughout the course of the afternoon? Or does this short circuit here, Aaron, and what we're watching play out live right here?
And the president of South Africa.
So that is what we need to resolve. And your support, your partnership with us is what is really going to give us a strong capability to move forward.
Ricky, excuse me, do you have anything to say? I mean, I don't want to leave you, the guy won 3 or 4 majors.
And he's talking about golf again.
That's a lot. By the way, 2's a lot. A lot of tournaments you won, too. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. President Ramaphosa. I grew up in an area in South Africa that is a farmland area, Polokwane. And there is some issues up there. Obviously, my dad was a property developer as well as a part-time farmer. And yeah, some of these buddy farmers got killed. The farm is still going. My brothers run it. But it's a constant battle with farms they're trying to burn the farms down to chase you away. So it is a concern to try and make a living as a farmer. And at the end of the day, without farmers, there's no food on the plate. So we need the farmers
Your
to
brother
produce
loves
the
farming,
food.
right? He wouldn't even want to do what you're doing, right? They love farming. They don't want to leave. But it's a struggle.
Yeah, and food and fresh water is the most important thing in life. Without those two things, you can't survive.
How is the water there?
The water is great, obviously. All the water comes out of the borehole, out of ground for us down there. But yeah, it is a battle to get the water out sometimes when all the equipment gets stolen all the time that you're trying to get the
So
water
does
out.
your family and your brother, do they feel safe on the farm?
They live behind electric fences, try and be at night safe. But it is constant whenever you leave that something could happen. And
There's nowhere to live.
both of them has been attacked in their houses. My mom's been attacked in her house when she was 80. So it is difficult. But the guys live a great life despite everything going on.
Something.
President Trump, we have brought along the president of the largest trade union in our country, Ziggy Solosi.
We don't care about your guys. We care about our guys.
Many workers, more than 1 million, 2 million workers. And maybe we should give her a chance to say something because she's come all the way to join us.
Can my guy talk, please?
Mr. President Trump,
Thank you.
for having us, and President for extending the invitation to us as organized labor. And I must say that we are here to support the initiative that has been made by our government with business, of course, as organized labor. We've been coming to Washington on the AGOA trade relations in the previous regime. And I think at the center of it all, for me, it is exactly what Mr. Rupert have said, the importance of us growing the economy. We have always emphasized when we were here and kept on coming and negotiating on AGOA that the 600 US companies that are based in South Africa, as you said, President Ramaphosa, 500,000 jobs will be wiped out. We need more foreign direct investment in our country. We are not just talking about those that will lose employment, but we are talking about over 40% of people that are unemployed, that have no hope of ever finding a job. And we think that, correctly, as they have said, that we need to deal with the issue of porous borders in our country, so that everyone that comes in is documented. We also need to, and I would have thought that the minister would address the issue of land expropriation and how the policy works in South Africa. Recently, President, as you were preparing to come here on the news, in, I think it was in Natal, there was a handover of farms, and white farmers were saying, we are donating the land, but also there's a willing buyer, willing seller in South Africa. So there is no expropriation without compensation, but it is a willing buyer, willing seller. And that white farmer was even saying, President, that the government is even paying more in buying the land than
Trump
what
doesn't give a
the
fuck.
land
Is he about to fall asleep?
And I think those are the realities, President, that we must say that we need to address, of course, but also the importance of agriculture linked to AGOA. People rely on it, and I think, as Retief said, for survival and living. But lastly, for me, President, is also the issue of the crime statistics. There is no doubt about it that we are a violent nation, you know, for a number of reasons, and we're not condoning it. But also, if you go into the rural areas,
He's just sleepy, guys.
where black majority are, you would see women, elderly, being raped, being killed, being murdered, and these are black elderly women that would be found throat slits, raped multiple times, and all of that. And the problem in South Africa, it is not necessarily about race, but it is about crime. And we think that we are here to say, how do we, both nations, work together to reset, to really talk about investment, but also help us in how we can have the technology and everything that is needed, President, to really address the levels of crime that we have in our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
President Trump,
Genocide is a very strong word. I'm wondering if you can make up your mind as to whether you believe genocide is occurring in South Africa, or you still have doubts, and if you have made up your mind, why invite President Ramaphosa here today?
Well, I haven't made up my mind. I hate to see it from the standpoint of South Africa, but also, you know, I'm trying to save lives. I'm working with Russia and Ukraine. I don't have to do that. It's not our war. It was started by other people. It was helped along by our past administration. It would have never happened if I were president, but I'm trying to save lives, no matter where. Rwanda, I have nothing to do with Rwanda and the Congo, but I felt I had a very talented person in this administration, and I sent him there, and he did an unbelievable job, I think. I mean, we're going to find out, but he's done the hardest part of the job. It should happen. If I can save lives, I want to save the lives. If it's in Africa, that's great. If it's in Europe, if it's wherever it may be. And it's a very small investment to do, believe me, compared to what the consequences are. So I hope we can do something. Look, I have so many friends. These two men, I have great admiration for them because I know what they do for a living.
Yeah.
And that's a very hard living. Going from city to city, from country to country, and hitting a ball 350 yards like they do, and
Better than you and I.
getting the ball in the hole. It's a very tough, with lots of people watching, right?
Yes,
That's a very tough living. You know, they're champions. I respect champions. And I respect very much, and I think the country is very lucky. They really wanted to be here.
That's true.
They could be elsewhere. They could be on a beautiful fairway someplace, and they wanted to be here.
I'm glad you brought
So,
My name is Yanda Mwobo from Newsroom Africa in South Africa.
Good.
How important is it for the United States to be at our G20 summit in November, given the relationship between our two countries? You've just heard what has been said to you just now. Are you coming, and are you preparing to come?
so without the United States, the G20, just like the G7, used to be the G8, but brilliantly they threw Russia out. Would have been a lot better if Russia was in. You know, a lot of people would say, oh, that's not it. Because if Russia was in, you probably wouldn't have this war.
Russia.
And if you had a different president, you wouldn't have the war either. But we have a G7. It's important that the United States is in both of them. I think without the United States, I really believe it's not very important. It's not the same meaning.
As I said to President Trump, the U.S. really originated the G20. And it's important that the United States continues to play a key role in the G20. And we are privileged to be the president of the G20, but we are even overjoyed that we're going to hand over to the United States, who are the originators. And for that reason, I expect the United States to continue playing the leadership role in the G20 together with other countries. And I've said when I initially spoke to President Trump on the phone, I want him to come to South Africa for a state visit, and I also want him to come and participate in the G20. And I want to gladly hand over to President Trump to take the leadership of the G20 forward in November.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You don't want to leave.
Thank you so much.
Nice. Good memes. I have to start like moving my desk and stuff, meaning I'm gonna have to turn my stream and shit off. But I can't wait for this thing to be over so I can talk a little bit more candidly about everything. But these are publicly filed now. This is probably some of the like most, I think, disgusting behavior that I think I've ever been subjected to, I think, in my entire life. It's actually unfucking believable, but so they have a proposed order for the court. Thankfully, they sent us this one ahead of time so we could talk about it. They're looking for a court order to compel Lolcow LLC to remove videos, Kiwi Farms. Comes now plaintiff Jane Doe, by and through undersigned counsel, and respectfully requests that the court enter an agreed proposed order to compel Lolcow LLC, which I'm guessing is probably the business entity of Joshua of Kiwi Farms or whatever. Kiwi Farms to remove specified URLs that link to the video and for the imposition of costs and attorney fees on defendant as follows, which is me. So they want me to pay for this somehow, okay? Plaintiff has been engaged in ongoing efforts to have the video removed from the multiple different platforms on which it was published, including the Kiwi Farms platform. Kiwi Farms is managed and operated by Lolcow LLC. The video was originally published on Kiwi Farms on November 29, 2024. On February 20, 2025, 2 days after the complaint in this action was filed, the custodian of records of Kiwi Farms removed the original post of the video and replaced it with the following message. I don't think it was removed. I think they just made it so you had to be logged in to actually see the shit, I think. But I don't even have an account on Kiwi Farms, so I don't know. But I think that's what it says here. So they repost Joshua's full statement. Although the original post, which included the link to the video, was removed by Kiwi Farms, the video resurfaced in multiple other posts on Kiwi Farms. Plaintiff had a subpoena served on Lolcow LLC on May 10, 2025. The subpoena requested the production of certain documents and also the removal of the links to the video depicting plaintiff. Lolcow LLC / Kiwi Farms has cooperated with plaintiff's request to produce documents and has expressed its willingness to remove all specified URLs which link to the video upon receipt of an order from this court. Lolcow LLC has reviewed the proposed order attached hereto in redacted form as Exhibit A and has stated that it will not object and will comply once the order is entered by the court. Plaintiff is simultaneously filing a motion for leave to file under seal the unredacted proposed order. Oh, good job. They learned how to do this. Which contains the specific URLs that link to the video. Pursuant to the local rules, plaintiff met and conferred with the defendant regarding the instant motion. Defendant does not object to the entry of the proposed order to compel Lolcal LLC to remove the videos. I don't know if we're 100% on this yet, maybe. Plaintiff also requests an award of attorney's fees and related costs pursuant to 15 U.S.C. 6051 incurred as a direct result of defendant's unlawful disclosure of the video. A direct? Like, did I post it on here? But okay, whatever. Plaintiff's expenses include legal and professional services necessary to pursue removal of the unlawful content from Kiwi Farms, so writing an email. Although defendant has averred efforts to remove the unlawful content, he has provided no evidence of such efforts and has not succeeded in having any content removed. I mean, neither of you guys. I feel like, was it in my filings in here? Didn't I show screenshots of me like working with plaintiff to report stuff? I feel like I did. But I don't remember if they were in the filings or not. The plaintiff was forced to act at her own expense to mitigate ongoing harm. The defendant should bear the cost of that mitigation. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests a court's order, Lolcal LLC, to remove the specific URLs, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I would object to some of the wording in here, but like on its face, it's fine. So my suggestion was if we want to do like a court order to take stuff down, like why don't we do a court order to take down like all of the explicit material? And they said no, not unless you pay us money. And I'm like, really? And then they're asking for us to cover by pay money, like pay whatever the attorney's fees are. And it's like, seriously? It's actually unreal to me, but whatever, I guess. Like, good times. I don't think we're opposing this motion or order, but doesn't that just say they aren't really worried about the material staying up? Well, they only want to remove just the videos involving plaintiff. That's it. But they don't care about anything else, including the other people that they name in their complaint over and over again, I guess. But why did you file it in your case? Who the fuck knows?
We are on the record at 9:16.
Okay, meeting. We're watching this.
Today is March 12, 2018. This is the video testimony of Robert Abrams.
Does the judge react to this yet? No, but we have a hearing on the 6th or the 4th or the 3rd or something. I don't know. We have a hearing in a couple weeks, thankfully. So, what is this? I literally have no idea. People just linked it like 20 times, said it was epic memes.
Markovitz versus Jacob Daniel et al. Case number 17 CD 30522 in District Court for the City and County of Denver, Colorado. Today we're located at 110 16th Street, Suite 1400 in Denver. I am the videographer, Timothy Auermeyer. The co-recorder is Divine Basinger. Will all attorneys please introduce themselves beginning with the plaintiffs?
Thomas Werge on behalf of plaintiff Justin Moskowitz.
Attorney Robert Abrams, license 37950, appearing pro se.
But actually, now that you bring up the fact that they want us to pay for their fees, maybe we do oppose this motion. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know if we've talked that much about it yet.
Neil Sullenberger, attorney registration 48698 for the firm.
Will the co-reporter please swear in the deponent?
Sir, we ask you to raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of law?
I do.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Abrams. As you know, my name's Tom Werge. I'm counsel for plaintiff Justin Moskowitz in this lawsuit. And do you understand why you've been asked to give your deposition today?
No.
Are you aware that your firm, Abrams and Associates, is a defendant in a lawsuit that's going to trial next month?
Yes.
And are you aware that you are a witness regarding the actions of Abrams and Associates?
Yes.
Have you had your deposition taken before?
I think so.
When have you had your deposition taken before?
I don't recall.
How many times?
I don't recall.
You're sitting here today under oath. You have no idea whether you've been deposed before?
Objective form.
I've answered that question. Objective form. Move on.
Mr. Abrams, have you been deposed
Objective
before?
form.
Objective form. Move to certify the question. If you feel that I haven't answered, then you can move for a sanction.
We're going to go ahead and stop the deposition at this point and dial the special master.
We are going off the record.
No, we're staying on the record, please.
Okay.
Would you be prepared to read back my answer to the special master regarding counsel's questions as to whether or not I answered that question?
Good morning. Could we speak with David Tenner, please?
Let me check and see if he's getting Nancy Scully.
Thank you. Yes, these are the parties from the Moskowitz versus Dahlman matter, and we are in the middle of a deposition this morning.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
Thank you.
What is a special master? I don't even know what that means. Who? Do they like manage deposition intakes or something for a case, or?
He is not in the office at the moment. Can I get a number and have him call you back?
Yes, that would be great. If you could please.
Okay, I'll send him an email right now.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
We
Mr.
should stay on the
Abrams.
record here.
Yeah, we're still on the
okay.
record. Yeah. Mr. Abrams, I want to ask you one more time. Have you had your deposition taken before?
Objective form.
Asked and answered. Move on.
You need to answer the question.
The question was answered. Excuse me. Have her read it back.
Yep.
Mr. Abrams, this is not your deposition.
Please don't harass me.
No, I'm not harassing.
I mean, I think you can answer that you don't remember, you don't recall. I think you're allowed to do that, right? Like you gave an answer. I don't think the guy can just ask him over and over again until he says something different now.
I'm going to move for sanctions
I'm
against
asking
you.
you to
If you're not
answer
going
your
to
questions.
allow
He just
her-
answered the question.
He did not answer the question.
He just said he did not recall. That's an answer to the question.
So it's your testimony under oath today, Mr. Abrams, that you do not recall whether or not you've ever been deposed before.
Asked and answered. And so please read
You
my
need
answer
to
back.
answer my questions, Mr. Abrams.
Please read the answer back.
No, do not read the answer back, Mr. Abrams.
Like the answer to be read
Let's
back.
move on. How many times have you been named in a lawsuit in your individual capacity?
I can't recall.
Have you ever been named in a lawsuit in your individual capacity?
It's a bit suspect to not remember that, no? Yeah, but if he's just a witness, I mean, I think your goal in depositions is to build or take down the credibility of a person who's testifying. So you're looking for, if they're in favor of you, you're looking for a lot of supporting evidence for your case. If they're in opposition to you, then you're looking for inconsistencies or whatever in their story. But if whether or not he's been deposed isn't material, it doesn't matter, whatever. I mean, maybe this does matter, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe his answers would hurt him here. I mean, you're not supposed to lie in a deposition, but.
I think so.
Okay. And when do you think that you were added as a defendant to a lawsuit in your individual capacity?
It may have been, if I get it right, it may have been in the BB matter.
So it's your testimony today you've been added, you were a defendant in a lawsuit in one matter, and that was the BB matter, is that correct?
Form.
I think they added me as an individual defendant, and they lost the case that went to jury trial. I think that's my recollection. I don't remember it very well. The man, Bibi, attacked me in a stairwell and at my garage, and I think he named me individually in that suit, and then he lost that suit. That's my recollection.
Let me ask the question again, Mr. Abrams. Is this BB matter that you're referring to the only time you remember being added as a defendant in a lawsuit?
Objective form.
To my recollection, yes, that's my answer.
And you said the other party was named BB?
Yes.
Okay. What was the other party's full name?
Sean Beeson. We call him BB. I represented him in a matter where him and his wife were both arrested for DUI. He was thrown in a drunk tank for being belligerent, and he sued the city. And then I put a restraining order on him for 9 months for attacking me in a stairwell. And then he sued, I can't remember if he sued me individually, but I think he did. And then he lost that suit outright at jury verdict. So we're going to move to strike that as irrelevant, object to form, and that it's going to lead to non-discoverable evidence.
Wait, it sounds like he has his own attorney here, right? Why? I mean, I guess, you can do your own objections, I guess, if you want to, right? Could you? I guess. Is there a rule against that? I have no idea, but okay.
Rules of evidence.
Mr. Abrams, you are not allowed to. I am allowed to interrupt you. This is my deposition.
He's giving his answer.
You are not allowed to put objections on the record. You are a witness today. And Mr. Abrams, you are represented by counsel. Your counsel is allowed to put objections on the record. You are not today.
I am a lawyer.
Do you understand that?
I am a lawyer. I don't need a lecture from you who doesn't understand the rules of evidence. Under the rules of evidence, the only thing that can come in under the rules of evidence is truthfulness and untruthfulness. So to the extent that you're trying to disparage me because you have me on videotape and embarrass me for things that you can't bring in, I'm going to raise, move to strike, find it objectionable, and then move for sanctions for harassment under Rule 30D. You can look it up if you don't.
Jesus Christ, okay. It's weird to answer and then object. In a deposition, there's only one type of objection where you don't have to answer. In a deposition, you typically answer all questions. The only reason why you do an objection, because an objection is something that has to be ruled upon by the judge. The judge has to decide if an objection is acceptable or not. So your counsel is supposed to object during the deposition to retain the ability to object if the same question were asked in court. It's to preserve it on the record, basically. But they can still ask questions if they want, I guess.
No.
Mr. Abrams, I feel quite confident that if any sanctions are entered in this matter, it's going to be against you.
Objective form.
For continuing to obstruct and not answer any of my questions.
Objective form.
You cannot object.
I just did.
You cannot.
I just did. I'm a lawyer. I'm a licensed, unblemished member of the bar. Unblemished. If you laugh at me one more time, we're going to walk out.
We're going to move for 30D3 sections.
We're going to move for harassment sanctions against you right now. Okay, you're laughing at us with the videotape that you published on the internet about you and your rock band, and you're going to be laughing at me. And you've moved for sanctions and had them denied every single time in this matter, and the jury should see that too. Every single one has led to no sanction.
Mr. Abrams, are you aware?
Where we quashed all of your subpoenas. And you asked for attorney's fees and you got no sanction.
Mr. Abrams.
Let's move on. Do you have a question for me? You sued my firm belligerently under the abuse of your law license where we countersued you. We have a counterclaim against you for abuse of process for misusing your law license. You sued me for fraud, civil conspiracy, not civil conspiracy, conspiracy, which is a criminal act, so you did that wrong, and aiding and abetting, which is a criminal act, so you did that wrong. Ask me questions about that or I'm leaving.
Mr. Abrams, we're going to be here for a long time today if you do not answer my questions. I just want to let you know that right now.
Object to form.
And put that on the record. Mr. Sullenberger, I'm sorry.
Stop laughing at my lawyer.
This is bizarre.
Stop laughing at my lawyer and stop harassing us.
Listen,
you brought us down here for fraud. Ask us fraud questions.
Mr. Abrams, How many times has your firm been added as a defendant in any lawsuit?
As I can recall, one in the BB matter.
So the BB matter and then this matter as well? Those are the only 2 times you recall that your firm has been added as a defendant?
Yes, as I recall.
Aside from traffic tickets, have you ever been named in a criminal action?
Objective form.
Objective form and privilege.
One of the most difficult things to get over when you're questioning somebody is the double objection. Because if they object twice, it actually compounds exponentially, not additively. So much more powerful form of objection. Almost as strong last night as when the drunk lady said, what did she say? This is an absolute objection. Another very powerful form of objecting to type of question asked by somebody.
So I assert privilege and need not answer.
What privilege are you asserting, sir?
Attorney-client privilege and...
No, just that
we
one.
Would,
I prefer not to answer.
under the law, I need not answer that.
What law are you referring to, Mr. Abrams?
I need a law book. And I move to strike, and I move for
a lot of motion here. This guy's moving a lot.
Move to strike the question. I refuse to answer under privilege, and I move for a protective order on the question. So certify the question and move on.
You've again not answered my questions. You've made an absolutely baseless assertion of privilege. Are you aware that in a deposition, the proper objections that your lawyer are allowed to make are as to form and as to foundation? If there is a matter that's privileged and your lawyer objects to it on the basis of privilege, he can instruct you not to answer. Otherwise, you need to answer all of the questions that I give to you today. Do you understand that, Mr. Abrams?
He's raising an objection to privilege.
There's a pending question. Could you please read it back?
You can tell this guy's not a trial lawyer? Who? Which one? I have no idea who's doing good or bad here. This says deposition misconduct by attorney witness. So is this guy the one performing poorly? I have no idea.
What law are you referring to, Mr. Abrams? We can go back. Aside from traffic tickets, have you ever been named in a criminal action?
I don't remember.
So, objection, privilege. Move on.
I think attorney-client privilege, is one of the, I think that might be the only objection, or one where you can do it in a deposition and you don't have to answer the question at all. Most of the objections I think you give for a deposition, you still have to answer the question.
You are not answering the question today. You're refusing to answer it,
object to privilege.
Move on.
Move on.
It's the answer. Objection, privilege. Move on.
What privilege are you asserting today, Mr. Sullenberger?
Attorney-client privilege. He's already answered the question.
So Mr. Abrams is saying he has an attorney-client privilege over himself being named as a criminal defendant.
Yes.
And the question's intended to harass and annoy. And under 30D3, again, we're going to move for sanctions for repeated conduct like this.
I can't even get through my initial questions here because you are being so obstructionist.
Oh my God. He's the Andrew Wilson of lawyers.
Weak lawyer, but go ahead. You sued me for fraud. Ask me fraud questions. You sued my firm for fraud, aiding and abetting, and conspiracy. You have no evidence. Put something in front of me and we'll answer the questions. You have no...
This is going to be me in a month or whatever when I don't know if we'll do depositions or not. I'm going to try to memorize all of the rules.
Nothing. You have nothing.
Mr.
Put
Abrams,
something in front of me.
are you aware that Judge Starrs already ruled that there is substantial evidence against your firm that you committed fraud?
Object to
for misrepresentation of the
evidence. Are you aware?
Mischaracterization. The fact that the judge let you bring your bogus claim against us doesn't mean that it's merit full. Do you have a fraud question for me?
Please answer the question.
He just got asked.
Are you aware?
Yes, I'm aware. Move on.
Mr. Abrams, Have you ever been arrested?
Object to form.
This guy was convicted and lost his license, so that's a bad comparison. Well, maybe he was guilty. Okay, doesn't mean he's not based for the deposition. All right.
And privileged, attorney-client.
That's it. And you're instructing your client not to answer that question on the basis of attorney-client privilege, Mr. Sullenberger.
It's my understanding that Mr. Abrams had an attorney for any issues that may have arisen, and therefore he can assert.
I also don't recall being arrested.
What part of my question asked for any attorney-client privilege?
He's not being deposed.
I don't have to. I objected. I objected to form. I objected for privilege for Mr. Abrams.
I am going to end this deposition now.
Okay.
Mr. Abrams, we're going to continue it while we seek intervention of the special master.
Fine.
It's clear that you are not here to answer any questions
clear that
today,
you're harassing
and
us.
you are refusing to answer
We've
any
answered
questions
every
today.
question, read every question back.
Yeah, you have not.
We disagree.
Okay, let's ask a couple more questions. Mr. Abrams, what are the pills that you just took?
Object to form.
None of your business.
Privilege.
What are those other pills?
Object to form. Object to privilege.
None of your business.
Medical privilege. No.
Mr. Abrams, are you under any any drugs today? Have you taken any drugs before you came?
Holy
to
shit! It's house doctor mode.
This deposition today?
No.
Okay. Have you taken any alcohol before you came to this deposition today?
No.
Any medication whatsoever?
No.
No. Just these pills that you're taking here?
Yes.
That you are refusing to answer what they are?
Yes.
Medical
None
privilege.
of your business.
Okay.
But I can tell you that if you took some of these, they would help get some of your weight off. I can tell you that.
Oh, you're referring to when you called me fat when you walked in here.
Object to form.
You don't recall that? Okay. Well, we have a couple witnesses to that, including Mr. Sullenberger. In any event,
If you want to raise your weight problem, Mr. Ward, with the jury and with the special master, please do. But we're not the ones that are sitting here in that condition.
Mr. Abrams, do you recall the motion to quash the subpoena for your testimony
Yes.
that you filed? And you attempted to quash the subpoena to disallow your deposition to be taken, correct?
Object to form.
I don't recall that. I remember we successfully quashed your bad faith depositions. You moved for attorney's fees and you were denied by the special master. That's my recollection. That he found them. That he found them when we told you I would be out of town to, in bad faith, then schedule the deposition to pull me out of my vacation. He found that to be objectionable, and he commended me on taking a vacation under the stresses of this profession. So I remember the special master commending me and quashing you. That's my recollection.
Are you here today pursuant to the subpoena?
Yes.
Okay. So your subpoena didn't get quashed, did it?
Yes, it did.
Sure didn't.
Yes, it did. Argumentative. Move on. What are you laughing at? Why do you keep laughing? What is it with you? Why don't you look at the camera and laugh at them?
Mr. Abrams,
your
testimony is being taken
Just
today.
ask me some questions about fraud, civil conspiracy, and what other trumped up things you did under your license that we're moving for sanctions against you. Do you realize we sued you for abuse of your law license? Do you realize that? And that we're going to continue to sue you for the way that you've been treating in this matter? You have no evidence. If you do, show the jury, put it in front of us, we'll ask questions. You haven't put one document in front of us. Open something up and make this a meaningful deposition, or let me go.
Is there anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Abrams?
Depends on what your next question is.
In the motion that you filed to quash the subpoena, isn't it true that you admitted to the special master that you were in fact in town?
Object to form.
We told the special master in a pleading that I returned at home at 3:30 in the morning on the same day that you scheduled my deposition, and that there was no way I was going to be able to come to the deposition with no sleep.
So you were in town at the time, you were in town on the time that you were scheduled to be deposed, but you nevertheless moved to quash.
Asked and answered. Move on.
Mr. Abrams, are you refusing to answer?
Object to form.
Move on.
You don't get to not answer when you object.
Object to form.
Do you understand?
I answered the question, and I even told you what time I returned. on the day. What more? Why are you harassing me?
Mr. Abrams,
stop harassing
listen
me.
to my questions. Today, that your job is to listen to my questions and answer your questions under oath. Do you understand?
Objection asked and answered. Move on.
I'm waiting for your answer, Mr. Abrams.
Her first question was the same question you asked. If we need to go back to the very beginning to ask whether I said I would be here under oath, we can go back and ask the court reporter.
Mr. Abrams, in that motion, you included that Mr. Abrams' anxiety requires him to take medication on extended flights that impairs Mr. Abrams' facilities. Can you please explain what medication you were referring to in your filing?
Objective form medical privilege.
Privilege.
Medical privilege?
Yes. Move on.
What privilege is that?
None of your
Absolutely
business.
no right.
No, what medicine I take is none of your business. Move on.
You filed a motion with the special master saying that because of a certain medication that you take, you could not sit for your deposition.
Yes, that medicine's none of your business.
Right.
Move on.
And now
Objection
you've
privilege.
come into this deposition today with a handful of pills that you refuse to answer questions about what they are.
None of your business. HIPAA protection privilege. Move on.
We are going to continue this deposition now, Mr. Abrams. You have made it clear you are not willing to answer any of the questions today. You have been objecting. We are going to move for sanctions against you and your firm for your conduct during this deposition, and we will take that up with the special master.
And we'll represent your conduct during this deposition.
Please.
What kind of sanction could this guy face? I think it would just be contempt stuff, right?
Please do.
For the record, since the moment we've walked in here, I and my counsel have answered every single question and rightfully asserted 30D, I think it's
30D3,
for harassment. We've answered every single question. We've asserted privilege where counsel refused to accept privilege, and we've been nothing but harassed under 30D3. We're moving for sanctions.
Is he actually doing anything contemptible? So forum is important for raising an objection or an appeal. People in the real world seem to forget this as well. Like, if a cop is unfairly arresting you, like I always say this, if a cop is doing something unfair, the proper forum to raise that issue is not in front of the cop. You will always lose. It's just not worth it, right? The proper thing to do is to wait for him to get whatever bullshit out of his system, and then wait for, I don't know, file a complaint with the police department or get a lawyer and sue if you think you've got a case or something there. But the proper form is incredibly important for a variety of reasons. So my guess is going to be the bad conduct here is it sounds like this guy really doesn't like the questions that the other guy's asking him, and he's being incredibly obstinate and uncooperative as he's answering questions. So if he's refusing to answer all of these questions and he's objecting in kind of like bizarro ways that aren't really legitimate, then my guess is that the court would find this like contemptible, because he's not cooperating at all, especially, and he's an attorney, so he should know better, so he could be sanctioned as well, and I think he did. Somebody said he got disbarred or suspended for 12 months or whatever. Can you give us some context? Nope, I have no idea what this is about. Someone just linked it, said it was good memes. Is this your final look? No, I have to change everything around, but I'm too lazy to, or I'm not too lazy. I don't think I can do it while I'm streaming. Isn't it kind of bad that someone deposing you could ask malicious questions and they've got you on video? Can you block it from being publicly released if you object to things? I'm sure there's something like that that you could do, but I don't know 100%. I'd have to ask or look it up. Oh, Shoe Nice 22. What's up, buddy? Or schizo poster. Get Destiny to watch this video. It's more Depot slop.
WesBTW
17 years ago. Do they even have lawyers 17 years ago?
now begins its broadcast day. Dum, dum, dum.
Oh, cool. We can almost hear it. Well, I fool around sometimes. I do. When a girl seduces me and tells me all of these hot stories and dirty things and tells me how much she wants to suck on me and takes my shoes off and licks my feet and touches me. When I'm in a limousine, she takes all of her clothes, takes off all of her clothes. The limo driver said, "What is going on?" She started sucking me on the way to Mr. Kuhn's house, and I thank her. I thank her for making me feel good. Sir, the question was, is this your handwriting? Nice, okay.
Shouldn't you have got our consent to do that, or what?
Got your video. Now, this is noticed according to the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure, and this will be used at trial for the jury to see.
Well,
That's the former LA Clippers owner.
what's your name, Mr. Lawrence?
That's right.
Okay.
Would you object if I wear a mask over my face? Because I'm not supposed to be videoed by you people whatsoever, okay?
Okay. It's going to be video. It's noticed video.
Would you object if I wear a mask over my face?
If you want to wear a mask, I suppose that's fine.
Okay.
Have you got a mask?
Don't worry about it. I got one.
All right.
Did the judge didn't say that when we went? He just said to take told us to take this. Just do it.
Well, let me tell you, I've been talking to some attorneys. They said that they knew that we didn't have an attorney, and it's really illegal because they should have waited till we had counsel to take the video.
Okay, I'm fixing to start the deposition, and y'all can do what you want to.
Okay, fine.
The judge has already said if you don't give these, he's going to strike you pleading, so whatever you want to do.
And when we get them, I'm going to file.
Let me know when you're going to start.
Y'all too.
Let me get a little coffee.
Well, they can fine. It's fine with me.
Well, I'm going to give me a lawyer. I'm going to sit right here. If y'all can give me
That's fine.
Okay.
Y'all need to ask politely. Y'all rude.
You the lady with the last deposition, right?
Which last one?
That we had November 87th. It was you that was there. You was the reporter.
Probably.
Just answer what you can. I mean, we know that the law firm been harassing us because any insurance company calls them anytime we have any kind of claim, they always want to respond to it. So we're aware of that.
You ready?
This is the video deposition of Gidget Lewis, case 8735558, in the 61st Judicial District Court, Harris County, Texas. Alton E. White versus Mutual County.
It's Kanye.
County Mutual Fire Insurance Company, taken at the law offices of Lawrence and Thompson. The date is August 10th, 1988. The time is 12:27. At this time, the counsel will introduce themselves and state any stipulations if desired. Beginning with the defense attorney.
My name is Cliff Lawrence. I represent Defendant National County Mutual Fire Insurance Company in this case, and
Wait, he's the lawyer or is somebody else talking? I can't tell.
we're taking the deposition in accordance with the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure.
You also represent an all-state insurance company, too, and any other insurance claim that we have brought about. You all also contact them, or either you give them information from these previous depositions that we have had before. You also had a deposition November 8, 1987, pertaining to Allstate. You also have had a deposition April of 1988 pertaining to my mother. You also have learned that we were in California, in fact, but you still have did anything about that claim. Put it on record. And also, we were not being represented today. They also knew that we did not have legal counsel, but that I was trying to obtain counsel.
You through? Have you sworn the witness?
Is yours right here, please? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I sure do.
State your name for the record, please.
Gidget Lewis.
Ms. Lewis, my name is Cliff Lawrence. I represent National County Mutual Fire Insurance Company in a lawsuit that has been brought by Alton E. Moy, Linda Lewis, and Gidget Lewis.
Okay. Everything I said, you know, that's good enough. You know about the accident. You know, I'm stopping. I don't care. I said it. I'm stopping.
At this point,
I'm
Ms. Lewis,
stopping
are
at
you
this point.
stopping?
She's not refusing to answer anything. She already done finished.
I didn't gave it.
Because I wish you would go back to the court and lie. You shut up. I'm sick and tired of you telling me what to do.
Okay, wait just a minute.
You tell me nothing else.
One more outburst like this, we're going to stop the...
I don't feel a because you know what? You you taking this deposition, we don't have a lawyer, and you just running over us, and I am sick and tired of you run over. And Miss, let me tell you something today. I'm going to the Internal Revenue myself, and I'm going to tell them how you fraud and how you do different things and how you make money. You took one case that you represented us, and you have used that case, miss. You have got other business from that case. Now make sure you make documented, because I'm recording what I'm saying. That's how you get your cases, and I bet just like you do this fraud, I wonder how you fraud the Internal Revenue. I want to see your law firm go out of business. I want to see all of them. And let me tell you something. If any way I could make you lose your license, I would. Do you understand that? Because I am sick and tired of you harassing me. The mental anxiety that you have caused me is unpredictable.
I want to get your name and your what's your status right now.
I am fed up with how you all have did me.
And I want to get your
you want to ask me about the things so I can go and get out of here? Because I got things I have to do myself.
Well, this deposition is not complete yet.
No, I finished it.
Are you refusing to answer any further
She did not refuse.
She didn't answer as much as
that you want to use. You go on trickery.
Let's get on the court. I tell you what, why don't you finally get it on the court and let the jury see how you...
This is just 5 minutes of people screaming at them? Or?
I want to finish this in court. I agreed to do it in here for a day. I agreed to my knowledge, and you're doing all this now. So I want to finish mine in court. I want to finish mine in court.
And everything. This is how you have to make up cases.
It did not say that I have to use a deposition and finish, all in here. This deposition don't take 2 and 3 and 5 hours like that, so I'm going to finish mine in court.
Okay.
I'm going to finish it in court. I'm not agreeing not to give it to you. I'm going to finish it in court.
I'll tell you what, have us in court.
I'm going to finish it in court. No, I'm stating
today.
No, I'm not stating that. I'm stating that I'm going to finish it in court, regardless today or not. If you go to the courtroom in front of a judge, I will finish it, and I'm not going to finish it no more right now.
You're not going to answer any more questions right now.
She's not going to let you harass her anymore.
Okay, we're going to stop the deposition at because that Miss what's your last name?
Lewis.
Miss Lewis refuses to continue with the deposition.
No, I don't refuse it. Don't put that on there.
You need some legal counsel.
That's all I need. I want to have my lawyer in present with me.
That's all right. I got what he said, and you want to say that.
No, don't put that on there. I'm not refusing it. I don't want to continue it right now.
I'm going to stop the deposition at this.
Do they not have like a court, like a transcript? Do they not do that? Or did they not do that a long time ago? Or do they not do it in this venue or whatever? Because like how can the court transcriber like fucking hear anything or record anything with everybody screaming constantly? They don't tell them like, hey, can you do one at a time or?
That's okay. He can long.
I'm going to the lawyer office right now.
Now I'm going to the Internal Revenue.
Okay.
I mean, it's utterly useless when 5 people are talking.
It's useless because
this is how you keep making your money, don't you?
Trying to confuse people and stuff. That's why it's useless.
And she's going to go along with what he
I don't give a shit what she go along with because, hey, this here is not legal for one thing. Like I said, you should have gave us enough time to get legal counsel.
I'm going to an attorney office.
I'm going to have Sean 13. I'm going to you all
with a video.
Okay, I tell you what.
Hey, you do whatever you want to do.
Do you want to give your deposition?
Do whatever the hell you want to do with the shit because I don't give a damn, okay?
He had us in February.
Okay, we're going to
I don't care. Whatever you want to do, you
Oh no! Was that a light?
Lord, my head. Mama, see what y'all doing to people around here? Oh, my head, please.
Hold on, call the ambulance, sir. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. We called them. Stay still. Stay still, baby.
Play it again.
Okay,
he gets up and gets mad way too fast. Jesus, what's this? 3 minutes.
Did you talk to this man sitting next to you before this deposition started?
Yesterday, but he had nothing to do with
I didn't ask you that. Did you
I
talk
said
to
it,
him?
though, didn't I?
Did you talk to him, sir? What did you say?
I said nothing. I said, you have a case of incipient verbal diarrhea.
Oh, sir, we're going to see about that.
Well, good.
Did you talk to him yesterday?
Yes.
How long?
About 3 hours.
Talk about this case?
Yes.
Did you tell him the other companies you consulted for?
No.
You're under oath here.
I did not.
We'll see about it. When you were at Monsanto, what was your title?
At Monsanto, what do you mean?
In Texas City.
Research chemist.
And was that your title during your entire stay at Texas City?
Texas City, yes.
Don't talk over each other.
After you left Texas City.
Wait a minute, let me ask a question here.
Yeah.
You represent this guy or not?
Who are you?
My name's Tucker, and I represent Ayrshire, and I just want to know, do you represent the guy or not? I'm getting, if you don't represent him, you don't have any right to be making any objection. If you do represent him, tell us so.
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and I'll do what I want.
No, you're not going to do what you want.
Oh, wait.
I'll do what I want.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
That's
I'm gonna
bullshit.
make whatever objections I want to make, and I'll make them as loud as I want to make them. Now you just shut your mouth and we'll keep the record straight.
Don't tell me to shut my mouth, Lord. You may be big, but you won't see how bad you are. Come on.
And I wouldn't try that, Ed.
Are you threatening to fight?
Hold on just a second.
Oh, I want to know whose side we're on. We're going to be outnumbered, Ed.
Hold on just a second.
No, you got a big mouth. Now you do. You need to either represent the man or not.
I'm
I've tolerated.
representing Monsanto, and I'm making an objection on the record.
Then you're not entitled to be his lawyer then, okay?
I'm not representing the man.
Well,
I'm
you're
making
trying
an
to be.
objection on the
And
record.
another thing,
Don't tell me what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something else. You don't run this deposition. You understand?
Neither do you, Joe.
You watch and see. You watch and see who does, big boy.
I'm telling you, Joe.
Oh, you ain't telling me a goddamn
I'm gonna make
thing.
whatever objections I want.
You can make your objections and keep quiet. See?
No,
But
I'm
don't be
not.
telling another lawyer to shut up.
Don't be
That
telling
ain't
me
your
to shut
goddamn
up.
job,
No, that's not
fat
your
boy.
job.
Now
Mr.
get back.
Hairpiece.
Now you got
As I said before, you have an incipient bad
What do you want to do about it, asshole?
Oh, I'd like to knock you on your head.
Come try it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Come over here and try it, you
Wait a minute.
dumb son of a bitch.
Oh! Come over here. Hold it. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Over here. No way.
Get
Hold on. Hold on.
Let's go off.
Hold on just a second.
His associate are taking Mr. Garrett out in the hall to lecture him, I suppose. They're doing this over our objection. We started this deposition, unable to get an answer from this man.
Okay. Was this any good?
The next question is, who is an example of a pseudo-intellectual in your opinion?
Yeah,
Name drop time.
I had this question on paper. I don't think I can name, or I want to name examples, because I just said, in a sense, you have to be careful. Like you can't really tell who is a pseudo-intellectual or not. Yeah, I just implicitly did describe Jordan Peterson. But talk with two friends and things like that, and the name Jordan Peterson keeps coming up.
Why should you wear makeup in the workplace? Isn't that sexually provocative?
He has a legitimate expertise within the field of psychology, but he came to popularity, as you know, with the University of Toronto over the question of gender identity and the use of pronouns.
Okay. Don't care. Please solve this viral debate on if they are cheating or if they are a couple. They def cheating because you only get this kind of passion from a side piece.
Yeah, I know it, motherfucker cheating when I see it, goddamn it. These motherfuckers here, you can tell they cheating, goddamn it. You can tell they cheating like a motherfucker, but I know two motherfuckers when I see a nigga cheating like a motherfucker. That nigga cheating. He finna go home there wiping name like shit hell. Look at him. He get down. He might well go and fuck her. Pull your dick out, nigga. Go and fuck her. You goddamn, she got it. That pussy wet. Bitch got an ocean right now. Boy, you can get some pussy if you want to. He tripping. Yeah, I know it. Bitch got.
If you, as a man, believe this, you most likely suck at being a husband. This is a skill issue and a cope. Wow. I mean, it could be like new relationship energy. It could also be they're cheating just because they're like out in a parking lot, but they could also have just started dating and don't live together or something maybe too. I don't know. You need more information, right? You need more information. You just need more information. Yeah, it could just be two people honeymooning. That's my mom, she's cheating. That's me. I'm cheating with his mom. Fuck. Jesus. Cops left time.
Hey, good morning. It's a nice car.
Why, in what world, what is the possible combination of variables that would ever make it appropriate to say that as the first thing, unless it legitimately was like a really cool car, like a unique or like a supercar, something cool, like actually, like, oh, true. You know what? There's a great example of a microaggression, unironically, true. Jesus Christ.
Hey, good morning. It's a nice car. Oh yeah, well, you know, in 2025, women can drive nice cars, you know.
And this is your car?
Yes, obviously it is.
What are you doing in this neighborhood?
There's gotta be, like, the only possible explanation that could ever save this cop is if they got, like, literally a phone call, like 911, reporting a stolen vehicle, middle-aged, older, black woman, purple sedan, four-door. Like, I cannot imagine. Oh wait, or is this just like a skit? Is this retarded? Is this just like a fake? Is this fake bullshit? This whole channel is fake. Oh, okay, never mind that. This is retarded. Fuck, don't waste my time. I'm pretty sure this was debunked. Okay, that would make more sense. Why would you? Because there's just no world where you. I feel like I'm watching the recruit or the rookie or whatever, one of those like cop drama memes that you get on like your YouTube shorts or Instagram reels, where it's like, oh my god, this white cop is clearly being racist. I think it was a training video. Gotcha. He's in the cop proposal of the FBI agent. Did we watch that on stream before? Oh, same channel. Oh god, does that mean it's all fake? Are all of them fake? Is every cop video we've ever watched fake? Where the cop is doing dumb shit? Oh my god.
Sir? Good. All right, so who are you? Contractor with Southwest Gas.
Is this one fake?
On this thing? Yeah. Let's step up. No weapons on you like that? Nah. All right, I'm gonna take you out like this just to check. Okay, both fist down for me. So you're not like law enforcement, right? Yeah, you a cop? No. Where'd you get this? That's issued to Federal Bureau of Investigation badge. No guns, right? Yeah. Inside the car? Yeah. Okay. You're not allowed to have red and blues. Sure. Because then you could easily impersonate a police officer. Sure. That's the reason I have you in cuffs. Okay. So who issued this to you? My former employer. So you used to work for the FBI at one point? I contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI. You ever been arrested? No. Never been arrested? Not as an adult, no. You're an investigator. Sure. I'm a contractor for Southwest Gas. I have an FBI badge. Impersonate a federal officer. Okay. Oh, wow. He's got a vest back here? Yeah.
What a great, thank you for cutting this into 60 seconds so it's fucking incoherent slop. Woman demands cop get a ticket. Damn. Wait, what did Artosis get banned for? What the fuck? Best point of view, new meta. Because it's boobs? Is that new?
I watch Mr. Beast. I was like, it reminds me of like, I'll never get to like meet any.
Brother,
Or, like,
that is not true. You are
Taking
so
A.
young in your life. You have no idea. And if you work hard enough, you can meet anybody and do anything you want.
Securing Zone A.
No?
They're taking C.
I'm actually kind of cooking now.
Yep.
Nice. I have no idea what happened, but I assume it's because his chat keeps TTSing Mario and Luigi sex stories. Based. Might as well do our connections in time guesser. Oh, did that say 4-day streak? Trash, patch, laptop, bar, refuse, music, compact, desktop, clam, block, tablet, pictures, cream, waffle iron, deny, and spray. These are types of computers. Ugh, just kidding. No, compact. I'm thinking of like some old brand of shit. Wait, I didn't even get one off there? Okay, hold on. You can block something, deny something, refuse, and bar to prevent something. I didn't even get one off for that? Wait, really? The fuck? A waffle iron, a laptop, a clam. Like things that like go, maybe? Patch wouldn't make sense, right? A cream, a spray, a tablet like medications, and a patch. Oh my god, I'm a fucking genius. Purple me, baby. Okay, whatever. Blue, that's okay. All right. This is gonna be like it like folds or some bullshit. A clam, a waffle iron, a laptop. Desktops don't. Compact. A compact. I don't know what the fuck that means. A trash, a music, a pictures. Things that open like a clam. What is a compact? Compact cars? I don't know what that means. Oh, like the little makeup things. Oh, with the mirror in it. Trash, music, pictures, desktop. folders on a computer, I guess. On a Mac. Okay. Dude, I'm never, ever, ever going to have a run like I had yesterday. It was a generational run. It was a generational run, and I will never, ever, I'll just never have it again. This was really recent this year, right? They, I don't know where the fuck they are, dude. I guess they're in, it looks like a basilica, huh? I don't, sure. Okay, whatever, dude. See what I mean? They're just gonna fuck me, dude. They're just fucking me. They're just fucking me. This is just what we're gonna do today. Great. Nice. Yeah, fuck me over. Fuck me hard. Stupid football shit? What does that mean? Could be Europe or South America or Africa. There you go. Narrowed it down. What do these like building things mean? This shit? Damn, look at that wiring. Oh my god. Okay. I know where we are. I know where we are. And we got a lot of white people too, so. Okay. All right, don't worry. Twitch. They're in San Francisco. There's no way. This isn't like fucking Dubai or I don't even think it's like the Middle East. No way. This is so fucking ancient history, bro. I'm feeling some African bullshit. It's got to be some African bullshit. It's some African bullshit. I wish I knew. I don't know these stupid fucking flags. It's got to be some African bullshit. And so many white people. Makes me want to say South Africa, but not. It doesn't have to be. Also, what the fuck? No. All right. You know what? Oh yeah, near Johannesburg. I have no fucking idea. And last year, good luck. Fuck! It was Morocco. I don't know what the fuck Morocco looks like. We got the year at least. Fuck! Why did they fuck me? I should get a continent bonus. Read the license plates. Where are the license plates at? Where? Oh, these things. Oh, Marrakech. That means Morocco. Thank you. True. I definitely would have known that. Spoiler alert. I wouldn't. It's the capital city of a country I don't give a fuck about, so... What is this, some Greek or Roman shit? What are these guys doing? Holding up some hay? Oh my god, it's Nebraska. It's the Midwest. This is for the cows. I'm never. I have absolutely no idea. CCCP. I feel like I know that abbreviation. CCCP. No, I don't. I don't know why I'm thinking I'm doing. It's a big gateway, right? What if it was like Istanbul? Because it's like the gateway to the West. Wouldn't that be cool? Fuck. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna guess, and then I'm gonna remember what that means. Wait, no, CCCP. Could that just be years and some fucking Roman numeral bullshit? I have no idea, actually. I have no clue. Constantinople is what it was called before, right? I don't know. Okay. All right, we're closing in on, I guess. We're closing in on it. It's a lot of white people. I gotcha. I know where we are. Look at these styles. These are men of the 80s, 90s. We're in Athens, 94. Easy. Boom. Fuck. Oh, I just got fucked so fucking hard. A view of the main entrance arch at the Exhibition of Achievements of National Economy in Moscow during the 70s. CCCP is USSR in Russian. That's so cringe. Oh, we saw that in like a Vietnamese thing, didn't we? Like at some communist party or whatever. And why does Russia build shit like this? This should be in fucking Greekland. All right, don't worry. We're going to hit 2 8K pluses. We're about to hit 2 big 8Ks. Vacation is a gay adventure when you save at Central Savings Bank, 4th Ave at 14th Street. That sounds like a New York City address, right? Do you think? Manhattan Beauty School. That sounds like New York City, right? They're not like baiting me with something stupid. Something like this. This is some old shit. 60, Manhattan Beauty School, 60. Like 1960, maybe? I have to go buy the clothes. Oh, we have cars. Fuck. Oh, that weird thing. We real 1930, 26. Just fucking please. Fuck! I should have 30. It wouldn't matter that much. Whatever. It was 7,500. You know what? We'll take a 17. We'll take a 75. We'll take a 75. We'll take a 75. Give me a good 9K-er. Give me a good 9K-er. Oh yeah, I definitely know where this is. Ooh, she mad. I definitely know where this is. Oh my god. Of course, this is the great place. How many big cities could there have been back when we were shooting in black and white? I have absolutely no fucking idea. God damn it. Someplace in Europe? Fucking New Zealand? This is far away. This isn't like Southern California, right? Or California somewhere? What the fuck am I doing? Ooh, there's water and shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, we got black people. Ooh, Hunter Biden, hidden in the shadows. Got this kid. We got white people. We got cities. I don't know. I guess around here. 62, fuck me. Oh my god. South America. Bro, who knows? Who knows and who cares? Oh, of course, it's the Rio de Janeiro. How, duh. Fuck that. This is not even a real continent. You know what? At least we got a 3100. The mountains? Yeah, we have mountains in America too, motherfucker. Okay. Kick.com/destiny. We'll be there in a bit. I'm going to move stuff around in here. I have nothing else to do for an hour, so. Kick.com/destiny. We'll be here tonight. It's going to be amazing, okay? Be careful. Ripper and a cappuccino, pop channel. See you tonight. Don't die.